everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about some more formatting attributes of TR, TD and TH tags. In our previous video, we learned about the formatting attributes of table tag. But here specifically the attributes of TR, TD and TH will be discussed. So the very first attribute is border color. This border color attribute we have used in our table tag also. But this border color attribute can be used inside TR tag as well. And if we talk about BG color is an attribute which is almost used everywhere inside almost all the tags. Like if I talk about body tag, if I talk about table tag altogether, so BG color can be used specifically for some tags. So here if I use my BG color inside my TR tag and TD tag and in TH tag also, it will work specifically for their tags. So these two attributes which can be used inside any tag and they restrict themselves according to the boundaries of that particular tag. So the syntax is given over here. TR border color is equal to blue and BG color is equal to green. So what does it mean? That for a specific row, the border color will be blue and for a specific row, the background color will be green. Border color won't be visible as the inside border is always 1 pixel and the changes done are hardly visible. As I told you in my previous video that once I am assigning the border value inside my table tag, that border value is related with the outside border of my table. Inside border is not affected with the pixel values given in the border attribute. So it remains only 1 pixel. And in 1 pixel, whatever the changes you are doing are hardly visible. So let's do it. This is my coding which I used for my previous video also. So here inside my TR, I want to use border color is equal to blue and BG color is equal to green, right? So two attributes I have used, border color and BG color. Let's have a look on the web page. Control S. Now I'm moving upon my table. My table looks like this, but after refreshing the screen, how will it look like? Let's have a look. See. Now the border color has become blue and a particular row background color has changed to green. Now similarly, if I use this BG color inside my TD tag in the second row, like BG color is equal to let's say red, and BG color for the next cell would be BG color is equal to, it could be yellow. Then the background color of my third cell can be this. Control S. Now let's have a look. See. So what is happening? Earlier I assigned the BG color attribute to my particular row. And as I told you earlier also that my row is a collection of cells in different columns. So the whole row was assigned as the green background color, but in my second row, in each and every cell, I have assigned a different background color. So accordingly, the background color has changed for each and every cell belong to second row. As I can show you this, that my first row scope was till here And my second row started from here till there. And the BG color I have applied to all TD tags inside my second row. So now you have seen that the BG color, how does it work differently? Now let's move on. Next is alignment. Alignment is also very most popular attribute which can be used with most of the tags. So here, in case of table, we talk about two types of alignment, horizontal and vertical. Horizontal alignment says that data can be aligned left, center, or right. And my vertical alignment says that data can be aligned to the top, bottom, or at the middle of the cell. As we talk these types of alignments in MS Excel, similarly, we are talking about all types of alignments in HTML. But the usage of horizontal and vertical alignment is quite different. How? Let's see. If I talk about my horizontal alignment, it is used to change the horizontal alignment of data inside the cell to left, right, or center. And the syntax is tr tag align is equal to right. That means the horizontal alignment can only be applied inside tr tag. I can correlate this term with this also. Like if I talk about a row is always horizontal. So if I want to make the changes horizontally, I should prefer tr tag as I have done here. Now let's move upon the vertical alignment. So what my vertical alignment says, V align is the attribute name. V for vertical alignment. So if I talk about vertical alignment, then I'm using my TD tag. Why so? Because if I talk about vertically, then I'm talking about my column. Columns are vertical. So if I need to do any changes vertically in my data, I should prefer TD tag. And if I mix both, I won't get the results. It will be considered as the wrong input by the interpreter. So horizontal alignment can only be used with tr tag. Vertical alignment can only be used with TD tag. And how does it work? Let's see. This tr align is equal to center. So center is my horizontal alignment, right? If I change this value, if I do this top, I'm so sorry. If I do this right, left, right, and center, these three are my horizontal alignment values. So I am aligning this row to right. So what will happen? I'm doing Control S, going to the web page, press F5, and my second row data has aligned to the right hand side of the table. The changes are visible to you clearly over here. Now come back. If I want to align my data, I'm going to do the changes in the similar row, same row. TD V align is equal to top. So vertical alignment, I want to set the vertical alignment of this particular cell to top. As we have learned that vertical alignment can be used and applied along with the TD tag only. So it varies cell to cell. It cannot be applied once a while. Control S. Now let's see the changes. F5. Now my first data, my first cell data has aligned to top. But because I have applied right alignment in my row. So it will be right aligned horizontally, but vertically it will be aligned top. Let's do some changes. In my second cell, I will align it to bottom. Let's have a look. Now XYZ has aligned to the bottom, but at the right hand side. The data will remain at right hand side. It will not be shifted to left or center. It will remain there, but vertically it can be shifted to top, middle or bottom. Now in my third cell, if I change my vertical alignment to middle, then it will remain same over there because it is already, I'm so sorry, Control S. It was already in middle, so there is no change. So what can I do over here? I can change all to middle. And let's have a look again. The data is aligned to middle vertically. And if I change it again, that I don't want to make it right aligned, I want to make it center aligned. So I can change it again and the data will reflect in this way. I hope this alignment is clear to everyone. Vertical alignment and horizontal alignment. Vertical alignment can only be applied inside the TD tag, and the horizontal alignment can only be applied and used with TR tag. Let's move on. Now, there are some other attributes which we need to use inside our TD tag. So here, there is a term spanning. There are two attribute names like call span and row span. Row means horizontal, call means vertical. But along with this row and call, one word is there, span. S-P-A-N, span. So let us understand what is spanning. Spanning is combining or merging two or more cells together, whether it is horizontally or vertically, is known as spanning. As we do the merging in MS Excel, what is merging basically? Combining two or more cells together and to convert it into a single cell. This is known as merging if I talk about MS Excel. Similarly, in HTML also, we can merge two or more cells together and we can convert it into a single cell. And that is possible horizontally as well as vertically. So horizontal spanning is call span. Vertical spanning is row span. So let us understand both the attributes one by one. So let's start with call span. Call span means horizontal span. Horizontal word is related to a row. Yes. Once the horizontal term comes, then the very first thing comes into our mind is a row, because rows are horizontal. So this is used to merge the cells horizontally in the row and convert it into a single cell. Try to understand the meaning of this call span. Call span, spanning the columns. And row is a collection of different columns. Try to correlate these two things together. A row is a collection of columns, and if I span two or more columns together and I convert it into a single cell, it will be known as call span. And these two attributes can only be a part of my TD tag, or TH tag because both are similar. So let's move upon next. Row span. Row span means vertical span. If I talk about a column, column is again a collection of different rows. So spanning the rows or merging the rows is only possible in a column. So this is used to merge the cells vertically in the column and convert it into a single cell. I hope this is clear. Which means that 4 cells in a column will get merged and will get converted into a single cell. Now, children, please understand, in the previous video also I told you that the most important questions are from this chapter. So, again, one most important question is differentiate between row span and col span with respect to HTML coding. This is a highly important question. 101% it comes in CBSE boards. So please pay attention. Now, this is my table. In this table, what is there? Like if I talk about roll number, name and marks, these 3 are the columns and 5 records are there. But on the top, if I see, it is written class 10. Class 10 is exactly written in the center of the table. But it is limited to first row. That means the column first, second, third and fourth. 4 columns are merged together to form the single cell. This is known as col span. Now, if you look upon details, the column where it is written details is the merging of 6 rows. Please count. Start from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 rows are merged together to form a single cell detail. This is known as row span. And how to achieve it, I'm going to show you. Please see it carefully. Now, come upon here. This is my table, right? So according to this table, I need to add one more row on the top. Class 10, I want to write. Clear? And rest of the columns will remain same. So what will I do over here? This is my first row. So before this, I'm going to add one more row having one column, right? I'm only going to add one column where I want to write class 10. Okay. So now let's have a look that once I'm adding one row at the top having one column, then how my table will look like. Control S, go back. Fine. Now see, on the top, in the top row, only one column is there. One cell is there, I would say. And rest of the rows are having 3 cells. Now what do I need? I want to merge first, second and third column. How will I do it? In my TD tag, I will write col span is equal to 3 because I want to merge my 3 columns together. So I will write col span is equal to 3. That means spanning 3 columns together to form a single one. Control S, go back, F5. Now it is merged. As you can see, the cell has converted into a single cell. But my data is still at the left hand side. So what can I do for this? There is align attribute which can be used anywhere. So I'm filling the value as center, Control S, going back again. and I'm shifting my data to center. So my one part is achieved. Okay, great. Now what do I want? As I can see over here that according to my table, 3 columns are same. One more column is visible with details. The data is there, details. So what will I do? In my first row, I will add, no, not in my first row, in my second row. Because if you see over there, in first row, there is no other cell. From my second row, there are 4 cells, right? So from my second row, this is my second row, starting of my second row. So from my second row, I will add one more TH over here. And my TH is containing details. That's it. That means one more column I have added. One more cell I have added. Control S. What will happen? We can see that. See. Now, because always it is visible that whatever we write, whatever we display, whatever we make is by default left aligned. So as I can see that in my second row, 4 cells are there, and in my rest of the rows, 3 cells are there. So all the cells are shifted to left hand side, and marks is all alone left at right hand side. Now data is scattered here and there. How to organize it properly? Let's have a look. I merged my 3 cells together. First of all, I will correct it. It will contain 4 because now my table is containing 4 columns, right? So control S. Let's have a look again. F5. Now all the 4 columns are merged together. Sorted. Now what do I want? That below my roll number 1, 2, 3, 4 should come. Below my name XYZ, all the values should come, and below my marks 35, 54, 65, 43 should come. That means my last 4 rows should shift to the right hand side. So what will be done? What should be done? In TH, because I want to convert this detail into this, like this, where all the rows are spanned together to form a single cell. So according to my table, how many rows are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what will I do? I will write over here row span is equal to 5. Control S, go back, F5, sorted. Got it? So I have used my col span and row span both. Again, have a look, recapitulate the concept, try to listen. First row is only and only containing class 10 caption having col span is equal to 4. That means in my first row, only one cell is there which was merged together to form a single cell. Right? So there is only one TD tag in my first row. In my second row, 3 TH tags were there, but I added one more in the starting to form details column. And details is written in the center of all the rows. So I spanned all 5 rows together to form a single cell, and it was done. But as you can see that rest of my rows are same. There is no change in rest of my rows, because if you see over here, roll number, name, marks, only in the second row the change was done. In the third row, 1, X, Y, Z, and 35. Next, 2, ABS 54. There is no space to write anything else in the fourth cell. because my fourth cell is already merged in my second row. So it will not be, continued or forwarded for rest of the row. It is already occupied by second row with row span. So I hope this concept is clear, row span and call span, and this is highly important. Please understand it properly and practice as much as you can. Let's move on. Okay, I can show you one more example related to this row span and call span. This is my second row, right? In my, this is my third row accordingly now. So if I do this, let me remove this because I added this now. Okay, then this also, yeah. So here I'm talking about this particular row. This is 1, XYZ and 35, right? I want to convert it into a single cell. So what should I do? 1, XYZ and 35. That means horizontal span I want to do. And horizontal span is call span. Do remember, horizontal span is call span. So what should I do over here? That here I'll write call span is equal to 3 because 3 columns I need to merge. And I want to write only SLC. That child has taken SLC, so there is no data left with us, right? Control S. Let's have a look. Convert it. So this is call span, right? I hope this is clear now. Let's move on. Now, till now we have discussed about formatting attributes. Now we are going to discuss some of the formatting tags. There are 3 tags added in HTML. And what are these? T-head, T-body, and T-foot. So let us understand all the tags one by one. First is T-head. As the name suggests, head. So head means header. Table header. T for table, head. Table header. Basically, if I talk about the heading of my table, I would say that the first row is always the heading of my table. But here the meaning is different. These 3 tags are actually applicable on the tables which are too much large and span on multiple pages. That means if I talk about this table, this is finished onto one page. But there are tables which span across multiple pages once we work upon. So if we want to work upon those types of tables which are continued to different and multiple pages, then these 3 tags are beneficial. But we are going to understand it onto our small table also, that how does it work. It is used to group the header rows that define the table's header. That means table rows are defined with TR tag. But if I group my TR tags together inside my T head tag, then those particular rows will come under the category of my table header. What does it mean? That my table head, T head tag, is a child element of my table tag. It will be enclosed within my table tag, but will work like a parent tag of my TR tag. And how does it work? Let's have a look. I would say that this is my table tag. After table, I have started my caption. And after this, I have started T head, right? I'm using BG color. BG color can be used anywhere. So I'm writing yellow. My header, the background color should be yellow. and I am going to enclose only my first row in my T head tag, right? That means the table header of my table is containing only one row. So I have opened it before my TR tag, and I must close it after that TR tag. If I not close it, then it will spread till the end, and all the rows in the table will come under the category of table header. But I don't want to do this. I want to take only first row of the table under table header category. So that's why it is important to close it at the proper place. Control S. Just see how does it work. Because this is my table header, so rest of the formatting will not take place over here, will not be applicable onto that. But as I gave my background color as yellow, it has come over here, and this row has converted into my table header row, right? Now, there is another tag, T-foot tag. Now, like a header, I have a footer also, as we use header and footer in our MS Word document. And what is the importance of using it? That once I have inserted my header and footer onto my first page, it will automatically be continued and will be added onto rest of my pages in the same document. So similarly here, once I have applied my T head and T foot, it will be applied throughout the table, whether it is spanning 200 pages or 200 pages or 20 pages. It depends upon the length of my table. So T foot is again working in the same way. It groups all the footer rows together, which I want to include in that, and it provides a footnote to the table at the bottom. Like, take an example that my last row is containing the data, so I am including one more TR and TD, and I want to use call span. I have 4 columns, so I have span till 4, and I want to pass one message over there that email me at srsm.mine212@gmail.com. This is the email ID, right? So finally, I'm going to close my TR tag. It is finished. And this row, I want to include within my T foot. This is my footnote. And after this, I'm closing my T foot. It will become my T foot. And I want to give the background color as this. Control S. So what will happen? F5. One more row is added at the bottom, along with a footnote that email me at this particular email ID. I hope you have understood this, and the alignment we can take anytime. Here I can give align is equal to center, so it can be shifted there. Let's move on. There is another tag, T body tag. As we have discussed about T foot and T head, similarly, the middle row of the table comes under T body tag. So it is also used to group all the rows together, which becomes the part of the table body. Basically, body we take where the actual data exists, right? So according to my table, my actual data exists from row number 2 to row number 5. So 2 to 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically 2 to 6, I will group them together into my T body tag. So my second row starts from here. This is my second row, So before this, I will declare it as T body, and background color I would like to take as orange. Close. And T body I have already closed. So Control S, it would give me this effect. This is my T body now. And why this green is appearing? Because particularly inside my rows and columns, I have assigned this background color. And if I don't assign this background color, it will not give you any result. So I would say my TH details, Control S, and so my T header is yellow, my T foot is tan color, and my T body is orange color. I hope this is clear. These are new formatting tags which are introduced newly in HTML. So children, I would request you to recapitulate everything on daily basis and do practice.